Zombies cannot complain about getting paid a living wage because they're not living.
Excuse you.
Well, I'll see you guys next week.
I'm sorry. Oh, God. No, we just started. I just started the stream.
I hope the first thing your stream heard was, well, I'll see you guys next week.
Wait, no! No, guys, I need you. Come back! Come back!
How incredibly mortalityist of you. Judging somebody by the status of their death certificate.
That's what Maginox is entirely about.
Fuck you, ma'am. Fuck you very much.
Someone's identity is more than what a doctor wrote on their death certificate.
What about their real-life certificate? Like, yes, I see.
You don't gotta certify life, man. It just does its own thing.
Oh, man.
I am just hippie now.
Christina, you are canceled. You are officially canceled from Kaamos.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just because I'm trying to give the undead, rights, so every necromancer doesn't put all the spirits into jars. No, the spirits don't want to be in jars, man. They want to be free, organic, free range, not cooped up in jars.
The only crimes we allow on Kaamos are war crimes. We're very good at those.
Yeah, we have it like the Geneva Convention.
We do not allow labor crimes. Labor crimes, right out.
Yeah, like, typical indentured servitude, like, right out. But we have not defined souls as people yet, in the Geneva Convention. So, soul binding? That's just another word for soul indentured servitude.
Yep.
To be clear, I'm pretty sure, actually, I'm not pretty sure, I know for a fact, every single soul that Azrael has bound has been a direct punishment for some kind of labor crime.
This is why I always ask for permission before equipping any magical items. Want to make sure that they actually want to be soulbound to me.
Like, hey, can you tolerate hanging out with me for, I don't know, an adventure or 3?
I don't like the term soulbound. It's more of a mutual partnership.
A soul hedge fund, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody puts their soul in.
You get a little bit back.
Everybody gets a quarterly return.
But if somebody leaves this plane of existence early, then everybody gets a big bonus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the CEO gets 70 times as much soul as everyone else. Wait, no,
700 times as much soul as the person who died. Incredible. How does that happen?
Look, Azrael even has a board of directors for their souls. It's all of their other souls that they started with.
It's true. It's the beginning souls running the rest.
That's collusion. You cannot have your board be all the souls that are in your own body.
Don't tell Azrael how to be a venture capitalist.
You're over here playing D&D like it's StarCraft. Fucking macro management.
God damn.
I'm
How
over
do
here
I move
playing
all
D&D?
these units that are in Azrael?
I'm over here playing D&D like it's Unity.
Oh, man.
Boom.
So do you charge every soul per, summoning or per inhabitation?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's got to be per thought process or per download. So in any passing conversation, you get charged a quarter.
You wouldn't download a soul.
You did that twice already. You literally uploaded somebody else's soul from their body to your body. I don't understand.
For preservation purposes, obviously.
Oh, you're a conservationist now?
Yeah, how are we going to, start a streaming service? We have to preserve and archive all of these lovely souls for future content downloads.
God damn.
Sorry, future content streaming, not downloads. Streaming.
I don't like you referring to souls as content. That makes me very uncomfortable.
We've covered the wide spectrum of the horrors of our daily lives in the tech industry. This is fantastic. This is incredible.
I hate it. I hate it. Let's go back to fantasy.
Azrael is a content creator, ma'am.
A job creator.
Roxy pops up. It's me. I'm content.
She is the content. She's that whole storyline.
That's what you get. You accidentally resurrect somebody. Or not accidentally, but you resurrect one person and you get a cult.
You accidentally you didn't accidentally do anything.
Well, okay, I accidentally made a cult. That is true.
That a burgeoning cult, but a cult nonetheless. I like the recruiting that you've done along the streets of Maginox. It's like some guys walking by, and your bandito gorditos are like, "Hey, yeah, you want to join a cult?" Like, oh boy! And everybody just thinks it's like some like Disney. Like, because Maginox is a tourist city, right? So they're like the guys slapping the cards outside the casino, like, "Hey, you want to see some titties?" You're like, "Oh, I would love to join a cult." To my door? At any time? Wow, that's incredible.
I want to be clear, though. Coslo, C-Swab, and Garbella have done far more to recruit to the cult than Azrael has.
That's true.
We're like that overly supportive group of friends with like the one kind of quiet guy in the group who's like, "Oh, hey everyone, he likes Pepsi. Quick, buy him every Pepsi bit of merchandise you could ever see."
Right? Like, you said it just once, like, I like it. Like,
"Hey buddy, you like Pepsi, right? Here, I got you the company."
Would you like a giant 6-foot standee of Pepsi Man that I found off of the bootleg eBay in Japan?
10 years later, it comes out, actually, while Azrael does like Pepsi, Azrael actually has preferred Coca-Cola this entire time.
Son of a bitch!
Fuck.
I just went along with it because that's what you guys said.
Oh, I thought it worked this
Oh
way.
god, it's me. I was that child.
No, actually, sorry. To be clear, Azrael is definitely an RC Cola kind of person.
Oh, why, Azrael? Why? I knew
Because
you were
RC Cola is
fucked up,
incredible.
but damn.
Look, I grew up around it, so very rarely.
All right,
will I have the
Midwesterners.
My parents were Midwesterners. I wasn't even in the Midwest, but
Only
also my brother's-
Midwesterners drink RC Cola.
it's a weird thing to have a craving for, but I'd be lying if it's never happened.
Drew, I'm pointing at you in your fucking toasted raviolis and your RC Cola.
Hey, I gave people recommendations who visited St. Louis recently. I told them to get the toasted raviolis and go to Lion's Choice. They were ecstatic with my recommendations.
Okay, but like, real talk though, Lion's Choice deserves to be in way more places. The best fucking roast beef sandwich, like fast food roast beef sandwich I've ever had.
Goddamn right it is. Like, if there was a Lion's Choice here in LA, they would be out of food literally every single day.
Oh yeah. Just
Like, it's
open one up,
so
like,
good.
you know, near one of the 20,000 gaming studios that have been opened between all of the white dudes that have left Blizzard and or Riot. Just like,
I swear to God,
what?
if I see one more company come out and it's like, "From the people that used to work at Blizzard Entertainment or formed by former Blizzard Entertainment employees," it's like, ugh.
It's everyone.
It's like, do people not realize how fucking many of us there
Yes.
are? There's so many of us.
You
And
might
I
as well
promise
say
you,
formed by people in the gaming industry.
Right? From the people who brought you, well, other
Games.
games, who also wear pants.
Who worked here first and hated it.
and most of the time, it's like, actually, from the people who brought you that shitty battle pass that one time.
No, from the people that charged you $20 for horse armor.
From the people that brought you the decision to sell to Activision.
No! All right. Enough
From
crises.
the people that brought you Warcraft. No, I'm kidding.
God, no.
We're not
Too soon. No, just kidding. Dunk away. But let's get into some D&D for today, shall we? As I play with
Hell
my hair
yeah.
tie. Hell yeah, let's do some crime. So I've got my hair tie in my hands, and I was about to be like, previously on Arctis Kaamos, but I'm gripping the side, so it's like a little mouth. And I'm like pushing it together so it like talks with me. I'm like, previously on Arctis Kaamos. Alright, so that's the kind of like mindset I'm in today, so I've apparently lost
on
it.
Arctis Kaamos.
Previously on Arctis Kaamos.
Like, please stop. Also, it's probably because I've been falling asleep to Yane watching Big Brother and the fucking announcer every day. Previously on Big, and it's just like, brother. I'm like, oh my god, how does he do it? But now it's just ingrained in my head forever. But anyway, previously on Arctis Kaamos.
I feel like that needed a.
Oh wait, I actually do have soundboard enabled on here. This is.
That's a lot of nuts!
Wait, wrong one. There we go. Thank. Bless you.
Devo has a ton of me just doing stupid things now on his soundboard.
Amazing. I love soundboard. And you know what? It hasn't been abused.
That's me. We were playing, was it Duck Duck Goose or Goose?
Goose
Whatever
Duck.
Yeah, whatever that fucking game is, and I got the balloon noise. And
Amazing.
they're like, you have silly voice. And I was like, everyone attention. And then I said,
Just start yelling war crimes at the top of your lungs. All right. Now I can't say it without laughing. Previously on Arctis Kaamos. After returning to Grabella's lair, you found it strangely bereft of all the kobolds that you have accumulated throughout your days. The only ones that remained were your undead minions and the kobold vampire, Bronx, who was more than ecstatic to see his friend Kozlo again. But, as you have learned, a certain other dragon has taken up residence in the area, searching for a more permanent lair to call home, and her presence has taken your kobolds away from you, whether you wanted them to leave or not. Inadvertently, 6-6 presence has drawn the kobolds out of your lair to hers, and as you entered her cavern with one of her troublesome kobolds in tow, Icky could not keep up his charade any longer. And instead of continuing with the story that Siksik had infiltrated Grabella's lair and tried to make off with her cauldron, it was simply Icky working on behalf of Tugum to potentially cause a bit of a ruckus and steal the cauldron for himself to curry favor from his broodmother. Upset at her kobold's actions and the potential stress that it could have brought between Grabella and Siksik, Siksik left Icky's fate in Grabella's hands, and Grabella chose to spare him. However, you did not
don't make
seem
me
to
regret
spare.
this.
Don't make you regret it. You're gonna regret it.
Don't be like, what's his face? I will kill you horribly later.
But Siksik still had her stupid half-orc servant, Tugum, in the cave to the south. And with his hat of disguise, Kozlo had quickly fashioned himself to look like Siksik and brought Tugum her commonly favorite food, a cherry pie laced with paralytic poison that turned Tugum into a pillar of crystal. So now, without the half-orc to bother you any longer, and to potentially decorate your cave in the future, Sik has apologized for her presence and the taking of the stupid half-orc. Sik just wants a place to settle down, but with the goings-on underneath Maginox, including the powerful dragon-killing Vaki just underfoot, Sik is not particularly comfortable with making this area a home, but is interested in the powerful magical cauldron that lies on your ley lines, Grabella. Sik has offered you one thing. Sik has consumed a dragon heart and has understood and performed the rituals in order to turn her kobold form into a dragon. Sik has offered Grabella the same information in order to turn that corrupted, undead red dragon heart that she had consumed into more draconic power. And if Grabella wanted to, drop her more humane side in exchange for power, she would need something to stoke the furnace of her dragon's heart and to start bringing it back to life. And Sik offered one thing that might serve double duty. Sik knew of a powerful elemental that lived underneath Maginox, one that you know of by the name of Peya. And Peya's essence, Sik told you, could be used as a spark to start your draconic transformation and to unlock the latent power of the dragon heart that Grabella has consumed. However, you have made a quick ally of Peya, and the fire elemental is dealing with some problems of her own. Deep underneath Maginox, in the lava pits of Vakaris, the fallout of the Vakaran leader, being a blood hag, has come to a head as representatives from the Earth Elementals and Earth Ganassi are now here in Vakaris demanding answers. Their people, many of them imprisoned in Lavare, they had demanded their freedom now that they knew the the Regent Lord that had unfairly put them in the fiery depths of the lava jail was merely a blood hag using the jail as a base of operations while she experimented on the living oil that bubbled up from underneath. The Earth Elementals would not be pleased to know that many of their people were no longer alive, and most certainly no longer in Lavare. Not to mention all of the other things that may have happened between, the red dragon tromping all over Vakaris, and the blood hag taking the last royal of Vakaris' face as her own. It seems like the blood hag has used most of her influence to shuttle people into Lavare for her bloody experiments. And the Earth Ganassi felt the brunt of that. So now you all are currently in the Obsidian Halls in a tense meeting between the representatives of the Earth Elementals, who is flanked by a host of deep-dwelling Duragar dwarves. The head teachers of the Obsidian Halls, Peya and Annalie, and, you all, who were the first ones to figure out and put an end to the Blood Hag menace. The Earth Elemental representative, Sida, was furious and demanded answers. Let us return to these tense proceedings as you all try and figure out how to calm the earth elementals in the face of the fallout from the blood hag. One moment, please.
Just while we're loading up, point of order
Yeah,
for the Kaamos crew.
yeah.
Did we ever provide a shred of evidence that our claims were true about the blood hag taking over the
Nope.
body of the High Lord guy?
No.
Nope, they kind of just went, you know what, that makes sense.
Okay, I'm just glad. Okay, great.
Some people have, like, asked, like,
I mean, all
for
you
proof
have is
of her being dead.
yeah, but you really don't
And
have anything except for your peeled face, which is now healed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Just-
and the
I was just
remnants,
asking.
the remnants, like, I assume somebody went and investigated, like, Lavare, so.
Sure, yeah, I mean, like, we said enough things that are verifiably true, and I guess
Yeah.
Grabella, after her face was flayed, just had one of those trustable faces.
This trustable dragon mask face. You know what? That woman has been through shit. I'm not gonna ask her to prove it.
But yes, all that you have is your word, and we'll see how far that ends up taking you without some concrete proof. The Earth Elementals may not be entirely satisfied with all of the explanations happening. But at least in this room, you have Peya, Annalie, Volka, and Charlindra, all here to corroborate your story. Or as good as that might be. You have a bunch of Vaki corroborating on a Vaki story. Also suspicious. One moment, please.
Also, we're just generally trustworthy.
Yeah, Kozlo's got that face only a mother could love.
I don't think that's what that sent. I don't. That's not what I was going for.
Wait,
I missed the bigger googly eyes.
I should put his massive eyeballs back on the side of his head.
Yes.
Just in where the ears go.
Oh God. A horrible mental image that was.
It wasn't going that far, but you know.
Actually, let's be honest, Kozlo has a face that only a kobold vampire could love.
Ah, yes, Bronx loves you.
And does.
And how? Meanwhile, back in the Obsidian Halls, Sida and the rest of her Obsidian crew has left the room for a moment in order to discuss what they have learned. You have told the Earth Elemental representatives that Lavare was taken over by a blood hag. Many of the Earth Ganassi that were sent to Lavare unfairly by the fake Regent Lord were most assuredly dead. And the only ones that have may have escaped, like Grana, have one, tried to kill Grabella. Two, now you're friends. But three is one of the few Earth Elementals that you would manage to save from that place. Regardless, under the... Sorry, I'm clearing my throat a lot. Under the rule of the Blood Hag, it seems that there are a lot of tensions that have occurred throughout the years, mainly to favor Vakaris and to push out the presence of the Earth Elementals, while the Blood Hag searched for a way to get into the vault of Vakaris. But unsuccessful, even at destroying the the Vakaris vault Lava Guardian, you do know that she managed to infect it with that living oil. It is currently in an unknown place, most likely sitting underneath the lava. previously, in this room, the last you've seen of Volca, she returned to her guard duties in Vicaris and was happy to escort you down to the city proper. Charlindra has been going back and forth between the Obsidian Halls and Grabella's lair. And Annalie and Peia both look very tired. Annalie sighs and looks up at Grabella as she approaches the table. Well, thank you for coming down. I don't expect that to make the Earth Elementals entirely happy. But maybe it'll buy us some time.
I don't envy anything happening down here. You guys got dealt a pile of crap and we're trying to make it better. I wanted to get down here sooner, but we've had some stuff going on upstairs too. Which is one of the things I did want to ask about. Not that you guys don't have your hands full.
She nods in understanding. The surface world has always been complicated. She looks over at Peia, who is whispering something to the guards flanking her. Peia's been doing what she can to try and keep the Earth Elementals at bay, but it is true what they've said. Whatever the Regent Lord, or what we now know as the Blood Hag, did during her tenure, did put the Earth Elementals at a strict disadvantage, and also put unnecessary strain upon the Earth Ganassi people. She sighs. The Earth Ganassi people did not make the same pact with the Fire Lord as the Vaki did. So the tensions have run a bit high here in these sweltering depths.
Well, speaking of tensions, we're supposed to have lunch with the future king of, Maginox this week. Anything I should, put forward?
She kind of looks at both Annalie and Peia.
Annalie blinks a couple times. The who of what?
Yeah. Did I mention there's a lot going on this year?
But Maginox is ruled by a council, not a singular king. Tell me, Grabella, what do you know of this? It could be used to our benefit.
Well, I guess the bloodline didn't, go away as much as people thought it did, and, the new potential king, the son of, what's that lady's name?
She looks at Coslo and Asriel.
I genuinely don't remember.
Azrael knows.
Which lady are we talking about?
Eris's mom.
Oh,
Also starts with an A.
Alara?
That's correct. Alara.
I don't know that Azrael knows that, though.
I mean, you
I need
guys know.
somebody to know it.
You guys
We'll allow it.
heard her name because Catherine told you.
Yeah.
Miss Alara's son. We're kind of gauging the situation ourselves as Kazo has become quite prominent in the business council world himself.
I'm a businessman!
Between the bar and, well, we kind of run the docks now.
Oh. And you're
But,
meeting with the king. Wait, who is the king?
This is where I will need a reminder of his name.
His name is Eris. He's the
Yeah.
son of Alara.
Alara's son, Eris. And, well, as you said to your advantage, I know things between Maginax and down here have not always been the greatest, but maybe there's the chance for one of them new leaves or whatever people say.
leaf, something like that.
Sure.
Annalie, her eyebrows shoot up as you explain the situation.
It's
Oh.
just something I wanted to offer to bring up or try
No.
to encourage him to reach out to you, but I figured I'd, throw it at the table. Not that your plate isn't ginormously full.
No, you're absolutely right. Our plate, trying to keep things at least going as normal for the residents of Vacaris. It's been so much, not to mention keeping the students here from overtly worrying. She sighs. Gabella, if you're meeting with this future king of Maginox, the lost Prince Eris Lunesti, please, then you must tell him of what is happening down here. Maybe, just maybe we can start putting those bridges back together between Vacaris and Maginox.
I think it would help, and I think it would, put a lot more eyes on your situation, and, well, you have more outsiders looking at whoever's running things down here. You're less likely to have a blood hag take over your king, right?
She
Maybe.
smiles awkwardly.
I don't know. I'm trying to make things better, not worse, because y'all have had enough of that, and I care about down here and the earth elementals even, which is, yeah.
Then
I'm bad at this, but I'm trying to be good at it.
well then, Corbella, would you do us a simple kindness and tell this newly appointed King Lunesti that Vacaris might need Maginox's aid?
Yeah, I can do that. I may have a personal request. It's gonna be a lot harder to... Well, you know my situation, Peya and Annalie, of what I've, am becoming, or am, or whatever you want to put it as.
They nod. While your situation is unique, understandably it may not go over very well with some of the residents of Vacaris. Many of them still harbor old wounds of the dragon rampaging through the city, and many have family that have fallen to it.
I won't pretend that I could fix all that. I'm not that dumb. Dragons are gonna be in this world whether people want it or not. And it's a matter of if you leave a little room for them. Hopefully things like this won't keep happening. Well, that's something I'm working on myself. I only know one other dragon so far, but I don't know. It seems I'm having a hard time with it myself, but I don't want to make a harder situation for y'all when you guys have so much going on already. I think everybody just needs a place, and to have a place to grow and be who they are. I don't think all this stepping on each other's toes and worrying about what's is always the best thing for everybody. And I'm just trying to make any of that better.
I know. Annalie sighs. Your heart's in the right place.
I won't pretend that it'll go well you asking it all or trying to figure it out, but this is best as I could do to prevent further things happening down here. I won't be able to hold back the floodgates for long. Doing all this other stuff doesn't leave me a lot of time to be what a dragon should be. Which means I don't have a lot of power if I keep not doing things. I don't know, this is all complicated. I just wanna prevent future fucking rampages. And if given a cave or two over that he ain't using in the first place, I don't know. I think it would work out, but I understand people being upset or not wanting to have happen what happened before, but that's what I'm trying to prevent. While I'm both the Genasi and dragon still.
She nods.
Before I have to,
She scratches her head.
make a choice.
Then we'll need a little time. We need to try and smooth things over with the Earth Elemental regimen as much as possible. And hopefully they won't try and retaliate as they've done in the past. She looks over at Peya. Unfortunately, you may not get a lot of sympathy from Peya about your draconic situation. She does still teach lessons of destruction. Fire is a very destructive element, and it is something that the Vaki still want to learn about. How to harness fire, how to protect themselves against dragons.
And I'm not here to stop any of that. I'm just here to make sure there's space for the ones that are gonna be living nearby. So it doesn't have to be how it was. I'm in between rocks and dragons and hard places, if you catch my drift.
Understandable.
And you've done a lot for us, you've done a lot for Charlindra, and I kind of like this warm, rocky place down here myself. But, I can't fix everything, and I won't sit here and say that people's pain should be honored or acknowledged. I'm looking forward and trying to prevent anything like that happening again, but without people giving a little to get a little, and that goes for you guys with the Earth Genasies. We're all just gonna, I don't know, probably be wars and rampages anyway. I'm just trying to get in the middle of as much of that as possible. And, fix it.
And getting Maginox to send us some aid will be more than appreciated, Grabella, if you're going to have an audience with the new king.
Yeah,
Tensions are high, and many of these trained Vaki who have been trained to utilize fire and magma destroy. It's in their entire city's legacy about how to protect themselves from, say, the incursion of the undead.
Yeah.
They tend to be very sheltered people in that regard, she says a little more quietly.
Yeah. It's just when we're all holding each other's thing that screws over the other person's thing, that big hammer in your vault.
She nods. Understandably.
Obviously, it's not the easiest fixable thing, but at least talking about it and making sure that ain't happening I mean, because that thing that you have could easily cause what the dragon did to y'all, right? To the people of Imaginox. If I have to put it in such blatant terms. You got the loaded gun and it may not be the most pointed at Imaginox thing, but it's still there, you know?
It is. And fortunately for all of us, it is still safely locked away in that vault. No matter what the Blood Hag tried to do, at least she didn't get access to the Obliteratus.
We're still worried that, other people will be behind her to try and get at it, and, our old friend, Miss, our old little lich friend, probably taking a look at all of that too, so. Just things to keep in mind, and yeah, if you guys have like a list or a note or anything I can pass on besides, hey, you guys should meet, that'd be good. I'd do my best, but I'm not the best with the words.
If we could have Maginox send us a dignitary, but perhaps representative, it could show that Vacaris and Maginox are, well, at the very least, trying to get along and not trying to garner more power in order to double up against the Earth Ganassi. We don't want to make it look like we're preparing for an all-out war.
Yeah, and I don't think Maginox is quite back in the shape to do anything anyway, which is why getting everybody to talk while they're all figuring out what's best for them might be easier than when everybody's on the up and up, as shitty as it is.
But if these Earth Elementals
laughs at the irony of all of that.
If the Earth Elementals truly are sick and suffering, we must try and find a way to help them, whatever this living oil may be.
Do we got people studying that, or are we all just kind of staying away and hoping at the moment?
She looks over at Peya. We've managed to retrieve some smaller samples from Lavare. They're here at the school, but it's going to take time to try and get any information out of it. We're still just learning the basics of its properties.
Any idea where it came from yet?
She shakes her head. It has properties similar to some naturally occurring phenomenon, some boiling pits of blackened ichor. Some may know as tar.
Yeah.
It is very similar, but reacts as if it were almost sentient. She frowns. I don't have any other information at this time. Nothing I would be comfortable revealing with the Earth Elemental visitors so close.
Yeah, I understand. Let them know if they're looking for Grana. She's kind of been living with us. We can always send her back to visit and all that. She's just been happy running things up there. So, after we rescued some of the people in Lavare, they kind of... Well, we gave them purpose because we weren't sure where to put them.
That's kind of you, but Grana considers Vacaris her home. She also was willing to die for it. She looks at you. As I recall, she tried to kill you for defending the Regent Lord of Maginox. Of Vacaris.
Yeah, we've gotten over that, if you could believe it.
I could believe it.
I'll let her know that you guys have been talking and that maybe she should come visit home. We didn't want to take anybody away from their home, but a lot of them had been through so much from that blood hag that felt like sense enough. So we've given them what purpose we can, and thus far it's... There's obviously some habits some of them have that, I mean, there was a reason they were there, but... For the most part, they just needed a new chance.
I'm sure they're extremely appreciative of not becoming fodder for the blood hag's experiments.
Yeah, nursing them back to health was a whole thing too, I'm sure Charlinda has said. But, I'm just saying. If, Vicaris can give Maginax a new shot, maybe the Earth Elementals could give, Vicaris a new shot, and maybe I could prevent dragons from being complete and utter destroying everything and just having their own place.
Well,
But
until you start looking more like a dragon, she looks you up and down. Some people may not take your word that you speak for the dragon.
Just speaking for,
Well,
a couple.
That one.
I'm just speaking for a couple dragons at the moment, but they're the closest ones to here that I know, so...
She looks out the door and back at you. Pei and I will continue talking with the Earth Elementals and see if we can at least offer them something to buy us some time. He sighs. We're just trying to prevent any further aggressions, and especially we don't want them getting a hold of Lavari. Until we know what that living oil does, it's too dangerous for anyone, let alone the people that are going there, braving some of the blood hags' traps.
And just... You're keeping them out of there to keep helping them. Obviously, if you could get stuff in an environment where they could see it, that's good, but... If I were an Earth Elemental, you wouldn't catch me there. I felt dangerous being there as is.
Oh, Tabby, Lord, hey, hi, wow.
Oh, Lord, he.
Oh, Lord, okay. Yep, sit in the lap, there we go, okay. Alright, I think... Are we settled? Are we? It is like just a house panther, like, jumping up in my lap.
Hello.
Alright, settle down, boy. When do you meet with this Eris Lunesti, future king of Magilox?
Pretty soon, I think. But wanted to check in here before... Well, and pass along the message and try to make things better, so on and so forth, so... We'll probably head back, and, figure out meeting with him, so... soon.
Alright, at least for now, I think we might be momentarily okay. The longer we dawdle and the less we can give answers in regards to the oil, we cannot mention it to the Earth Elementals.
Let them know if, I'll let the King of Maginax at least know what's going on down here, and if they want to talk to him too, I can see what I can do. It ain't a lot, but it might be something you could at least offer that ain't making things worse for you.
A dignitary or representative may prevent, or at least make them reconsider future aggressions. and maybe get
Yeah.
them to listen to reason.
When a whole group of people are sick because of some weird thing going on, people should show up for that.
We had very little idea that this was going on within the Earth Elementals. How careless we've been. Annalie just sighs, because she has, like, Earth Ganassi students and everything, and she didn't understand that there was this existential threat.
As long as when you did become aware, you started doing something about it, Miss Annalie, I think that's what counts. If you had known the whole time and were just ignoring that's different. But you're trying. People should see that.
Thank you, Grabella, and everyone, for coming back down here. The Earth Elementals will leave, at least today, with some information about what happened, but hopefully not enough to go sniffing around Lavare. The less time we give them, the more time we give them, the more they might become curious and start poking around in there before we have better answers for them. I know a lot of their people are nowhere to be found after heading to Lavare. That's not going to be easy news to break either.
I'll have Grana see what people we have that ended up with us, so they could at least come check on their families and stuff. We just wanted to give people jobs and something to do. We don't want to take them away from their whole life forever.
You are, as much as she may not understand it, doing her a great favor keeping her away from all of this and giving her a new purpose. It is better than keeping all of that anger inside her and wanting to and take such drastic action that is killing the Regent Lord of Vicaris. I could not imagine the hatred she must hold in her heart, even now. But you put it at bay, Grabella. As strange as it sounds, you've given her something to do. And a chance to be better than, well, that. She looks up at
Sometimes
Coslo
you-
and Azriel too, and gives them a very approving nod. Like, yeah, they deserve to have jobs and purpose, and for now, it is definitely better than murder.
Oslo just gives a big toothy grin and a double thumbs up.
It's not entirely not self-serving, but I think it opened them up to figuring out what they were best at instead of focusing on anger for a situation that's complicated. None of this politics stuff is easy. It usually gives me a headache.
You are surprisingly even-tempered, which makes you an ideal candidate for it. You are like
I'm even-tempered most of the time.
You are like a shelf of cool pumice over a rolling river of lava.
I don't like hummus.
No, pumice!
Pumice is a type. You know what? Never mind. No, we won't get you any hummus, Cosmo. It's fine.
Similar texture, though. You managed to keep a cool exterior while concealing something much more dangerous within.
I look at myself as, I'm a reborn, so not all of my memories are there. I'm like one of them blank canvases, right? But I know I'm an Earth genasi, so I care about the Earth, and I may not be the smartest creator of the box, but I know lava and shit is just hot rocks, right? And I'm a dragon, kind of fish, to be determined. So they're all just ever so slightly a hair away from each other. And I think if people looked at the world a little bit more like we're more similar than we pretend, and they work together on things that could affect all of us instead of just a few, well, things would get better quicker.
Your words are very wise, Grabella. Have you ever thought about giving a class here at the halls? She smiles at you.
Yeah, only if I could, like, also teach people how to beat people up, because that's what I'm the best at. If I'm honest. Maybe I should just, like, guest speaker until we see how that goes.
Such honest and eager words of peace, hiding the true intent for violence. You are much like the lava that simmers underneath Maginox, Grabella, more than you know. Perhaps someday, when things settle down, it would do you some good to spend some time here.
Yeah, I've definitely thought about it. I
also had a thought, and then it completely went out of my brain.
Well, if it circles back around, you can let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know, Ellie.
You're...
I remembered my thought. The few memories I do have left are being a soldier and fighting somebody else's war. I don't want to fight other people's wars, but I'll help them if the cause is right. I want to fight for the things I think are right, and well, I'm really good at smashing things up. I make sure I'm mostly doing it for okay reasons.
Our war, their war, that's really all a matter of privilege, I suppose. You're far enough away for it to not affect you, then I suppose it is not your war. Let us hope things do not boil over beyond the bounds of Bakaris and Maginox. I would hate for this simmering pressure underneath the ground to explode like a veritable volcano.
I like where your head's at, but I don't trust the world right now.
She nods. Then it is up to us to do what we can to make it a place that all of us can enjoy being in. Good luck, Rella. And thank you for coming down here. Your words, even though you did not have proof, will help us significantly in our upcoming negotiations.
If I had more to give you, we had some of that goo, but I think we used it for something.
It looks like Castle.
Some of the what?
Didn't we use some of that goo in one of Kazu's weapons?
Yeah, he put it in his mech.
Flamethrower is so fast.
Yeah.
It doubled its speed.
Also just like shrugs.
Kazu's been
like,
very quiet during this, like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, this shit ain't bad. This thing fucking doubled my mech's movement speed. How could this possibly be awful?
And, everything bad could be good for something else, but certainly ain't great for y'all.
You are in a very unique position to make a significant amount of change in this. For good or for ill.
Yep. Hopefully people, You see the work we have done and what we're trying to do.
She kind of taps you on the shoulder and points at something behind you. Look over there.
Gravella, look.
She's pointing at Charlindra. And Charlindra has like a napkin or a piece of cloth in her hands, and she's kind of wringing it together, very, very visibly nervous and anxious and fidgety. But she's staring at you, and when you turn around and look at her, she stops fidgeting and smiles.
Down over there,
She kind of drops her voice down just so Annalie can hear.
she's a lot better at more things than she thinks she is. She's just nervous.
You can make that kind of difference to every Vaki here. We would be in a much better place.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was special.
Gravella just kind of smiles at her.
Emily just kind of chuckles and then goes, oh, and then chuckles again, oh, and then just kind of awkwardly chuckles. As she's like, oh.
But I get what you're saying otherwise.
Oh dear. Well, now I am worried. I just implied that if you had a relationship with all of the.
I know you didn't mean that.
I must get to diplomatic things.
If that could fix everything, I don't know what I'd do actually.
Gravella thinks it just a little bit too far.
Annalie's hair just like her earthworms just kind of retract as she's like very visibly tensing up. Like just like cold penises just straight up to the head.
People just gotta level.
Did you just say that Annalie's hair retracts like cold penises?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I just needed to verify that those were the words that I heard.
Because, you know,
Listen.
she just barely implied that if I banged all the rest of the Vakarans, that everything would be wonderful.
She's got earthworm hair, man, and when they get, it's literally the perfect analogy. They just kind of like shrink up.
Like, oh god.
Like, ooh, no, they're cold. But instead, Josh.
What?
Let her have this one, it's fine.
Let me have this.
Yeah, alright, now to start Grabella's begging everyone to make a better house. Wait, no.
I'm not sure we can put that on a poster. Bang for peace, Vakarus.
Maybe just have a drink or bang about it. It's probably better.
If only all things were so easy. Annalie sighs. Please don't let me keep you any longer. If you have any business with Hea before you go, but we'll be restarting our discussions with the Earth Elemental shortly.
Scratches her head and hesitates.
Just tell her I'd like to talk with her a little less in the middle of a meeting sometime.
Of course. I'm sure Peo would be more than excited to speak with you about anything. We owe you a lot. All of you. And we know you're here because you do genuinely care about the things happening underneath Maginox and in Maginox. And for, not just for Charlindra, but for Volga, who's also spoken on your honesty and bravery, not just you, but your companions as well. The Earth Elementals are hopeful for the first time in a while.
And less on drugs. as wild as it was to see.
It is thankful that they can stop using their ire for ill will to try and get some attention on them, such as their sprinkling of their psychedelic miasma upon the obsidian halls. It's the only way they could even get a modicum of attention from Vicaris, who they thought was still Regent Lord.
Corbella nods, but is also kind of spacing out, looking at Peya.
Grabella?
Yeah, sorry.
No, oh, sorry, no, it wasn't Annalie, but your local resident dungeon master. As
Yeah.
you hear something in the back of your head briefly. So you stare at Peya. And it just says, kill her. Kill her and take her essence. Narcissa's familiar voice scratches at the back of your mind.
Really? Now you're gonna talk to me again? This? I'm sorry. We should probably get going. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Use her fire to stoke your furnace.
Kind of makes it. Starts making a hasty exit while holding her head.
Grabella begins leaving the room. What do you all do?
Okay, goodbye then.
Take care, Coslo, Azrael, and thank you. Thank you for doing what you can for Vicaris. Sida in the...
definitely was not particularly interested in coming back. You're like, oh, yeah, of course.
As you exit, Sida and the Duragar are speaking outside. And most of them turn as you exit. They stare at you in silence.
Thanks for listening. I know, you all have been through a lot and deserve much more than can be given. I know the people in there are trying to set things right.
Bella kind of awkwardly leaves. Bella plops down on this couch.
They say nothing as you retreat, as Coslo shuts the door behind you. This comfortable room is empty, save the glowing sigil on the west part of the room.
I knew she had been quiet for too long.
Wait, what?
What do you say?
I knew she had been quiet for too long.
She's kind of rubbing her head.
Ooh, Peya?
No. Your backpack friend.
Oh. What did she say?
She wanted me to kill Peya.
Oh. Well, I'm actually confused about that point. Are we killing Peya or are we not killing Peya? You seemed really interested in killing Peya, like when we were down in
No, I said I didn't. I was hoping I could find a different elemental. I don't want to kill Peya.
Oh.
Why can't I just bring like that giant fire salamander guy that we've talked to that, well, no, he was nice too. Shit! Why are all these fire things so nice?
Well, do you need a fire elemental? What? I mean, the big rock lady outside seemed pretty shitty.
Yeah, I would imagine dragon was fire, unfortunately.
What are you imagining about dragons?
Look ahead. Trust me. That one could use an attitude adjustment. I know sure people have been through a lot and she's just fighting.
Well, you
But-
also mentioned that you didn't think you had a choice to become a dragon, but it seems like you kind of do.
I think if I don't make that choice soon, it'll be made for me. And yeah, I don't know. I was kind of enjoying having my little kobolds and a weird cave and stuff that was on my own. That felt. You ever have them like reborn feelings where you just can sense that you've never felt something like that in any of your life? So,
Nope.
Asriel have a feeling.
well,
Azrael didn't exist.
Like Asriel's just like, no. Go
I
on.
don't know. When I had all my kobolds and everything, it felt good. I don't want to go murdering people that are already in a hard enough situation just so I can be cooler. It's freaking dumb.
Well, when you put it that way... Actually, no, I think we have killed people just to be cooler sometimes, so maybe no, that doesn't work either.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's a large part of me that like having something that was mine, but your Narcissus telling me to do it. That doesn't feel like a good idea.
Narcissa's just the dark urge right now. She's like, kill her and take her essence.
At least in most of the experiences we've had with her, she has not been the best of advisors.
I don't know, she was pretty spot on about the blood hag.
Well, yeah, it's because she wanted the blood hag. And she got the blood hag.
Well, yeah, but has Kozlo's advice always been spot on? Sometimes he's, self-motivated.
Kozlo just looks up like, I have no idea what you're even talking about.
Like, Kozlo, we blew up the Thieves Guild and rescued a whole bunch of people, but that was kind of not a great thing. We killed a lot of people, too.
Yeah, but they sucked.
So the people just
Yeah.
have to be slightly less cooler than you in order to justify murder.
That's how
Yeah.
war crimes work. It's not a war crime if they're not as cool as you.
If we have a chance to fix a lot of this political bullshit that's been political bullshit, and if I kill Bea just to further myself, that's not gonna make anything underground better, and it's just gonna reinforce what people think about dragons, and then nobody will be safe.
This is not Azrael, but I feel very strongly that it is not the Kaamos' crew to deal with political bullshit. Not our strong suit.
No.
But feel the energy.
I'm feeling the
Yeah.
vibe.
I guess I just either need to figure out a different way to go full dragon, or give it up.
What if we find a fire elemental who sucks?
That's what I want to do, I just don't know where to find one.
What if we ask Peya where there's a fire elemental who sucks?
Well, I wanted to, but it's got an angry earth lady she's talking to.
Yeah, so we'll ask her later.
Or what if you explain the situation to Peya and ask if there's some way for you to non-lethally acquire some of her essence. You're doing an awful lot for her. And
Yeah.
her home. Maybe you explain your situation and she could help you. Just like you're trying to help her. And maybe that just means that she points us to a fire elemental who sucks.
Yeah, fucking shank him.
Like, fire elemental who sucks. I know just the guy. Someone slightly less cool than me.
We just walk
Hey,
in
it's
the
like-
room. We're like,
Hey, you got any ex-boyfriends?
Exactly.
You
And
know what?
girlfriends.
This fucker Frank, end him.
Hey,
Is there like a fire elemental bar where sometimes they're just kind of shitty?
She like walked by and some guy groped her. That guy.
Can you summon him here so we don't have to go to the fireplace?
Okay, if we're gonna play that, like, all we need is like Paya to hop on like fire elemental Tinder for like 45 seconds.
I
Cosmo
hate
also-
this.
That's the booba.
for the record, I have had a 5th level spell scroll. I don't have 5th level spells yet, but I've had a 5th level spell scroll sitting in my inventory to contact the fire plane that I should
What?
be able to learn. Remember when we were here like the very
What?
first time? And we, like, when it was Kozlo's girlfriend thing being fucking weird?
With Vera? Yeah, because she was on
Yeah.
drugs. Yeah.
And we went up into the spot where we ended up fighting her.
You
And we were in
doing
there
a
for
lot
a
of
while.
stuff. We didn't. No, I don't remember the results.
You do have
I-
a spell scroll of contact other plane. Yeah.
Yeah, I foregoed or foregone didn't take a long rest purposefully so that I could copy down a spell scroll that was there, and that was the one to contact other plane. And so I've just been sitting on that for like a
Oh
year.
my god! I cannot believe you still have that. Okay.
And I'm the hoarder. All right, okay.
Oh, don't look in. I still have a ring that Azrael gave him
Can I
from like
look
our
in your
second
bag?
session. It's just in there.
I don't
What
think I
the
can look in your bag.
I don't remember where it came from either, so I just wrote down ring from Azrael.
Amazing. I like how your contact other plane is just gonna be like contacting a random dude and then asking who he hates the most.
Who do you hate the most, and can you shove him through this portal?
Contacting other plane, fine. Getting something from other plane, slightly harder.
Yeah.
If this is really important to you, Grabella, I think I could actually. Well, I could entrap an elemental and force it to give you its essence if we lured it into a place.
I just don't
Or
know how to
summoned
do
it.
that.
I think I do. I have some ideas. Like, I can make this cool circle on the ground, and we can summon the elemental into it, and then it'll be trapped. And then I just have to take a little while, and I would bind it to you, and then you could do whatever you want with it.
See, this is why I haven't told Paya, because if we do something like this, it could also piss her off, but if she doesn't know...
Are you talking about planar binding?
I'm talking about magic. So this is the old school D&D way of binding and destroying and like pushing demons and shit into servitude. You put a fucking magic circle on the ground, which takes you 10 minutes, but it lasts for an hour. You summon thing into magic circle, and then you cast planar binding, which takes an hour to cast, but it can't do fucking shit. This is fucking 2.0 D&D shit right here.
Oh my god. What are you doing?
This is fucking Baldur's Gate 1.
Wow.
Let's get it. Fucking Thaco.
No! I don't want to go back there.
Everybody loved Thaco. I don't know what you're talking about. Thaco was the objectively mathematically superior system.
The
So-
only good taco comes with cream cheese.
Yeah, maybe. It would be nice if we knew a shitty one, but...
Well, I think I'm pretty... There has to be shitty fire elementals that Peya would love to see get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
Just some
Sour
random,
cream
fire
pie.
elemental ex-boyfriend that you guys summon. He's in the tub. Huh?
Yeah, we're gonna go fucking Scott Pilgrim on Peya right now.
The only thing is, Grabella, I do need a gem worth, well, a lot.
Yeah.
More than the one I needed to fix your face was worth.
Yeah.
But you guys have so much money, so it shouldn't be a problem, right?
Yeah,
Azrael
that
blink.
one wasn't that much, was it? Wasn't it like a couple hundred gold?
So, yeah, your greater
remember.
restoration was 100 gold.
Oh,
The other one is
Bringing-
1,000 gold. It's planar binding is 1,000 gold.
Yes, Raised Dead, what we used to get Roxy back was 500, so it's 1,000.
okay.
But like,
That's thousands.
yeah, you have that. That's
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, that's like, this is not a thing. Like, we could do this. You want to be a fucking dragon, Grabella? Let's make you a fucking dragon, baby. Let's
That
go.
is my kobold.
Is it 100 silver to a gold piece? Or
No, it's 10. It's all 10.
It's 10.
It's 10 the whole way up.
Oh, I personally have 8.5k.
I blacked out for a second there. I was like,
7 platinum, so that's like 9.2k.
Sheesh.
And then there's the gold bars that I left at the horde.
Sacrifice
Or
a little of your
unprotect-
hoard.
Yeah. Or
Like-
currently very unprotected horde.
Ezreal also does have 2 resonant gems that are just sitting in their bags. So I
Hey,
imagine those
baby.
are worth something.
Maybe we need to make more undead kobolds, Ezreal.
Oh, I can do that really easy. Oh, I can make shadow kobolds now. We can steal all
What?
the kobolds and turn them into shades.
Whoa. I mean, I don't want it. Baby.
They make really good HR, but they don't really make good conversationalists.
Yeah.
And they're
I
not as
miss
cute if you-
Candle.
Oh, candle.
I
Yeah.
love that Grabella wants to be a dragon, not because Grabella wants cool dragon powers, but because Grabella just wants her kobolds
She
back.
was friend.
Like, if there's not a better reason to fucking, like, imprison and consume the essence of a fucking fire elemental, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard a better reason.
This
You just-
this action will make the Vaki not like you very much.
Yeah.
No, Peya, look, I'm confident you could explain your circumstances to Peya, and we go get one of her ex-boyfriends. Easy peasy. It's fine.
Remember, slightly less cool than Peya.
Right, that's all we have to aim for.
Evil stepmother or
And you're helping Peya out a lot. I think it's time for her to
am.
reciprocate a little bit.
That's why I was trying to get them to not be completely shitty to dragons all the time, so they can have dragon neighbors that they don't hate.
Do you want me to call Peya in here, Grabella, so we can have this conversation privately?
I love this. It's like you're gonna bring Peya in here, and you're like, okay, listen, I want to bring one of your people, rip them through the Nether, and then eat them for their power. What do you think?
Well, a shitty one.
Like, I have the capability to do this. What do you guys think? Are we?
Narcissa, stop poo-pooing this idea, Narcissa. Go away.
Hiss, hiss. What? Dude, we can pick who we murdered, Narcissa. Jesus.
The only thing is Azrael does not have the capacity to summon said elemental. So we would either have to lure it somehow, or we need somebody else to summon it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the summoning of the elemental that's a problem. And, well, the only elemental you know that is completely manifested on this plane is Peya.
Wasn't that salamander dude that we hung out with able to go like back and forth, or did I like make that up in my brain?
Well,
Or like
you would have
very
to-
posh salamander friend that we met in the caves that was really nice to us.
He would be able to, but you would have to convince him.
I'm going way back on this reference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we go
wait.
find our old salamander friend. Be like,
Hey, do you know any fire elementals who suck?
Who suck?
Because, Paya's got her hands full, both literally and figuratively,
Whoa.
I'm about to
Hey,
get my
now.
hands full with pay. If you know what I'm
Boobs.
saying.
Whoa!
Boobies.
I did think about having Gerbilla stare off, but it looked like she was staring at her boobs, but her girlfriend's in the room, so that's rude.
I feel like Charlindra of anybody
She would understand.
appreciate-
She'd
would
be like,
appreciate it.
yeah.
She'd be like, why do you think I picked this college? Hello?
Hello? Teachers are hot?
Don't you know they literally put her on the front of the brochure?
I would.
Welcome to Bountiful Vicaris.
They put her on the front of the brochure and also on pages 8, 9, and 10. They fold out.
Ooh, the double widespread.
I think finding the salamander guy could be fun, but we do have a lunch to get to, so
We do have a lunch to get to. But
could
for
always-
this, Azrael's willing to make a detour.
yeah, we could detour. The
We
mirror is also currently unprotected.
Right?
From
we
anybody
need
but
Dragon Gravella
Bronx.
back.
HR and an example are the only ones.
Don't forget
I
your
guess there-
mimic. Your mimic did work.
Oh, my mimic, that's true. The mimic, and I think there's like 1 or 2 other skeletons left.
Yeah, your mimic.
Nothing loyal.
Yeah, he did work.
Candle's gonna come back, your Gabella's gonna be happy but upset.
No. HR is my favorite now.
I mean, you have to make Candle work for it when he comes back, like a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit. Like he's definitely on like Tugum dusting duty for like a month.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
And then, like, we'd have Sick as a friend, which also seems super smart. In case somebody pisses us off, we could be like, oh, you got attacked by a dragon? Well, that sucks for you.
I
mean,
love
I'm-
how
I'm
Gerbella wants
biased
to
here.
toe both lines here. Gerbella's like, yes, my beautiful girlfriend, the Vaki, the dragon-hating lava elf. And also my other
He likes-
girlfriend, the dragon.
She hates. Look, she likes this dragon.
Oh. Fine.
What a twisted web we weave, Gerbella.
Yeah, alright, what do you guys want to do? Also, yeah, Narcissa told me to kill her.
Yeah, you definitely heard that. Narcissa's just like, I mean, take the power. Take the power for yourself.
Yeah, Narcissa thinks she's like making it into this super team or what she's doing.
Fucking shank him!
I mean, sometimes that's right.
I like the go
the
find
barbarian way.
salamander plan.
Find the salamander plan. I like it. He was not far outside of Vicaris, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because
He was
as I
not.
recall, and maybe I'm remembering it correctly, but as I recall, Sick was basically like, you need a essence of a powerful fire elemental, and Pei is the only one that I know of. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean that
Yes.
there isn't another fire elemental,
That is
Yes.
correct.
or that we can't find another fire elemental.
It just has to be a fire elemental, like, on par of power with Pea
Yeah.
in order to stoke Gerbella's for the dragon, like, furnace, essentially.
And I
or
feel
dragon
like our
heart.
sassy salamander friend is more likely to give us somebody they hate, where Peya's gonna, like, be conflicted because she's good.
And you do know your salamander friend that you met was more or less like a traitor. So
yes.
he may and most likely has an enemy or two that he has made along the way.
He also actually told like he has the ability to summon. I think that's something we talked about with him from the fire elemental plane. Like
I literally
He,
had
like,
that tail from, I don't remember, it's him or, like, something we killed right before him for, like, until a couple of fights ago.
oh yeah, Azrael tried to make those fire salamanders have our new friends,
they were
and
mean.
you just murdered it. It's fine.
We got the mimic instead. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
fine.
seeing sassy salamander friend again could be more fun, and if that doesn't work out, then we'll bother Paya. But Paya's got a lot going.
Yeah, the Magmander, I remember.
Yes, I can't remember his name. I feel like it started with an S.
I'm looking through my NPC list, and I'm wondering where the hell this guy went.
That's the other thing. I don't want to throw you into an encounter if you're not prepared.
Oh no, that's totally fine. I can absolutely work with your plan. I think I might need to reference the VOD. Where is this? I'm like,
It's a long time back. It's like over a year now.
because I have all this stuff saved and I archive some of it. Give me a second.
Like I feel like it was like 6 or 7 episodes into when I started anyway.
Yeah, I remember about the time. Oh, okay, here are some dudes.
It was after I joined. Saved me, ate the heart, went back to Maginox, then went to Pakaris.
Now I'm like, where did my NPC go?
Somewhere in there, Salamander dude.
I usually have all my NPCs. I just want to get his name right. So now I'm going to look at a VOD real quick. Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break? I'll see if I can resurrect this guy from my archive. I have his token art. I'm just wondering where the NPC went. We'll get him all set up and see if he has somebody he absolutely hates. Quick 5-minute break, and I'll see you at, let's just call it 8 o'clock. I'm good?
Okay.
All right. See you in a bit.
Getting a lack permission to update actor token something.
Oh, that's just me. Sorry if you're seeing
okay.
that on the back end. Apologies.
No worries.
Everybody back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have a large lad trying to rub his face all over my microphone though.
All right, everybody. What's the plan?
I think we go see how our old sassy salamander friend is doing.
Very good. The last you saw of him, he was near a lava puddle at the north part of the tunnels that burrow between Vakaris and your kobold caves. Although the tunnel is rather maze-like, you do remember certain parts, such as this lava puddle and, well, how to get to Vakaris. And so I won't make you trudge through the whole-ass dungeon to get there.
Yeah, because our
Yay.
map was bad.
We
Wait, we
unlocked
don't-
the quick travel waypoint.
Do we not want to go off the kobold map again? Because honestly,
Very accurate Cobalt map.
it was the best thing ever.
To be fair, when we found Volca, I don't know that Volca knew this area much better than the kobolds,
Oh,
as I
no.
recall.
Candle tried really hard, okay?
He did his best, you know? And shit was falling apart down there. He tried.
Also, I went back into the VOD and I found the NPC.
Yeah.
Yay! The PC whose name and exact appearance we know obviously so incredibly well that
I
we
can
would
picture
immediately
what he
call
looks
bullshit.
like.
He's just
I
like
just
Major
couldn't-
Domo. It's like the
Yeah.
big Major Domo, I think, if I remember correctly.
It was.
He's beautiful.
Or Lucifron, because he was like an orange, so he's more like Lucifron, right?
Yeah. Like a traditional salamander lad. One moment, please.
I hope we just roll up to him and we just like fill all of Grabella's spaghetti and we're just like, so what do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's kind of cute.
He's kinda cute.
He's
He's got like a chibi art style.
As you leave the obsidian halls and the safety of Vicaris and go back through your kobold caves, turning ever so slightly to the right and heading back towards the more lava-infested parts of the tunnels, a familiar face, well, a salamander-like face, greets you. As you see the salamander Cygnus near a puddle of bubbling lava, and inside one of his precious magmanders is splashing happily around. It looks like you've caught him on a walk to the dog park.
Would you say that he is down with the Cygnus? Oh, wow!
Oh, wow!
But now you have to dub it with the dog of, what is it?
The dog of wisdom.
Dog of wisdom. 'Cause that's popular on TikTok right now.
No. I actually deleted TikTok. I deleted TikTok off my phone.
Oh shit.
I know.
I've never had TikTok installed on my phone ever
I've
in my
evolved.
life.
Most of it ends up on Instagram anyway.
I've also never installed Instagram in my life, so.
This guy.
You are the wise one.
Nope, I'm just the old curmudgeonly man who eventually lets it go long enough and then realizes don't need it.
I don't even know what TikTok is.
Liar.
Well, the only creature that you all know that can travel between the planes of fire, and this one, is in front of you, taking his lovely doggo to the lava park. The magmander is splashing in and out of the lava, not really caring about its insane heat. Cygnus is sitting on his coils. In his hands is a book, and he's reading quietly.
Hey!
He drops his book. It goes into the lava with a
Oh, I'm so sorry, Castle.
I was just saying, hey!
Oh, wow!
Oh, wow!
Get up, get up. Are we down with the Cygnus? Oh dear, I was on the most riveting chapter. Oh, Coslow, am I right?
Yeah!
It's been a while. How have you been?
Has been a time. Last I saw you, you were all venturing into Vicaris. Oh, you had such fresh faces full of hope and adventure. Now you all look, well,
I lost my
grins as
face.
widely as possible as he realizes his face is being judged.
I lost my face at one point.
oh dear. It seems like quite a bit has happened. Go on, he gestures to the literal dirt. Take a seat. I was just, well, entertaining my papa, but he seems to be having enough fun on his own. Now,
Very cute.
tell Cygnus, what did you find in Vicaris?
Bella sits down like crisscross applesauce.
Kazo will like rapid fire just relay like Donald Duck having a fucking tantrum levels of like just go all the way through everything that has occurred over the past like however many months it's been.
Yeah.
While Coslo does that, Azrael leans over to Grabella. See, look what we could have had. Gesturing to the lovely, frolicking Magmander.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. It's cute. We need a pool of lava first.
Well,
Do you think he'd get along with the otter?
The otter really doesn't like dead things. I think the otter has to stay at the bar.
Yeah.
Or wait, where do we know? We have, I don't remember where we have the otter. We have the otter specifically separated from Meatball, though.
Meatball's at the bar. I think the otter was at my cave.
Yeah, that seems right.
Maybe Sick has it now, and that's for the best.
Meatball is currently in the warehouse, making sure the spider babies are not getting eaten, and Roxy is not getting eaten either.
That's right. So he is at the bar.
Oh no, the otter is protecting the mirror. Actually, that's
The
what
otter and Meatball cannot be in the same scene.
They don't work well together.
The otter
I
will
do-
eat Meatball.
I do miss Fluffy. Is that what he was calling his little chroma dragon thing? What was he calling his chroma dragon thing?
Who's Chroma Dragon thing?
Oh, sea swabs.
Sea Swab's little
yeah.
dragon.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't
Summon.
Fluffy.
I forgot
It
what
was
pet
something
name
like
he
that.
assigned it. But yes, I
It was-
also miss summoned dragon spirit.
So,
Well, that, my dears, is quite a lot. So, things are just as tumultuous in the city as, well, as they were before.
yeah, I would say maybe worse, but, less raging elementals. Well, except for the one in Pea's office.
Well, one thing I know for certain is that trade status is... With those gates being closed to Vicaris and all this pish-posh between these lava drow and the Earth Ganassi, trade is down, and no one, frankly, wants to buy a damn thing. So, if we can all
Yeah.
get this lovely thing resolved together, I believe it could be mutually beneficial.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Precisely the reason we didn't come to you, actually. That's not what we came for at all.
But
Well, I
But-
thought you were supposed to go in there and do some sort of, great adventure thing, and then the gates open, and then I come in, and we all reap the fruits of our labor.
I'm trying, man, but they are gonna talk to Maginox, which I think opens some things up, but
Yeah, we're working on getting them trading with the upstairs again so that there'll be a lot more trade going on.
yeah.
Now, that is what I like to hear. That's the sound of opportunity. Business. I knew
Business.
I knew the loss of the book and not immediately setting you on fire was a good decision today. He smiles at Castle.
And we actually run the docks up in Maginox now, so let us know how we can hook that up,
I dare say the surface world is not quite fit for someone of mine. He kind of licks his fingertip and puts it on his own serpentine leg, and it goes tss. Not really conducive to my presence.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate a good liaison.
Yeah,
Like-
we can send our people to you and vice versa. It doesn't have to be a you thing. I don't know. There's a lot going on.
Of course, that's why I come and hang out around Vicaris. Not only do I need to, he gestures at the Magmander,
Puppy.
take Puppy for a walk, but there's all sorts of curious things that come crawling down and around these caves. He smiles at all of you. Sometimes it's kobolds. Sometimes it's opportunity. And if opportunity is knocking on the walls of the cave, he makes a gesture to his ear, then you must listen.
So, we came to you, with a conundrum we're having. Well, we'd like to see if you got any wares before we leave, too. I ain't gonna come here empty-handed after all.
Oh!
But,
Do you have any fancy gems?
He pats
Getting
himself
ahead of
down.
ourselves.
I did not necessarily come prepared today.
well, that's fine. We could either follow you. Well, we can't follow you everywhere, but, you know. So this whole me becoming a dragon thing has been a mess. I have to, like, keep staying powerful and also working on all these things to fix trade and all this other crap.
Yes, yes. You're trying to grasp at the licking flame with your fingertips, and I wonder why it's flickering through your hands. Gabella, you must learn how to, well, grasp it for yourself.
I was given the opportunity, well,
She'll
Honestly,
plop down.
I say trial by fire. Just jump into that lava and burn away all that nasty, fleshy exterior, and whatever dragon part survives, well,
Alright, I was gonna say maybe we should listen to him. He has a different idea how to accomplish this, but I have changed my mind about that.
you might not entirely be wrong, but,
hey, please, it's 90% humor. Perhaps
Well,
Trial by
10%.
fire. Like, that's actually exactly what we're here for.
Grabella will plop down the brazier. Is that what we were calling it? The lantern in front of her.
I have another dragon friend. Apparently I have dragon friends now. Who told me if I brought them a powerful fire elemental, they would, imbue me with it, so on and so forth. I think you get the gist. They wanted me to get Paya, because it's the only one they know. But we like Paya. And she's hot.
Literally made out of fire.
But also, like,
He
booba.
nods in agreement. Yes, yes, both of those things. Hot, very hot.
We were wondering if there was, like, an asshole elemental that you were aware of that might deserve it.
Oh, no,
You know
Bella,
anyone who sucks?
Wait, I'm
Bella,
sorry.
you have to
An
clarify.
asshole elemental.
An asshole fire element.
Is that
Yeah.
all? Like he is the asshole elemental, like manifested from a concentrated group of assholes.
Well, it just has to be somebody you don't like, or somebody that's giving you problems, or...
somebody
Oh,
less
you
cool than
mean
you is the rule.
someone I despise?
Yeah. And... yeah, Peo would also throw everything back into political bullshit and set what you and I and everybody else want back even further, so... we wanted to come to you before bothering her with this, because... well, we thought you might have somebody you don't like, or,
He just crosses
Ideas.
his arms and gives you kind of a smug look, like, are you offering to be my contract killers?
Sure, why not?
yeah, if it accomplishes everything we need, it
I
kind of
got
works out.
bombs that can burn burning things, and I haven't had a chance to use that yet.
Your cousin came against a lot of fire things that he couldn't fight. It got very upsetting for him.
He looks at Kaza. My dear entrepreneurial friend, I believe most of, well, things that I deal with will be a similar problem for you.
Not anymore. I got. Hold on, let me check my character sheet.
Oh, did you take a new feat? Like some sort of adept? Which
No,
makes...
I still got the two same feet, but I'm very good at burning fire things now.
Oh dear. That's terrifying.
But, we wanted to come to somebody that we could both help and liked and might know a fire elemental that freaking deserves their face being eliminated. I don't know. I'm still kind of torn on the whole thing, but I miss my kobolds.
Bella needs to drain some fire elemental's essence to become her true dragon self. Preferably an asshole because, well, it's easier to kill assholes.
Yeah, we like Paya. That's really the big thing,
And we like you, Cygnus.
yeah.
That is extremely fortunate for everyone here.
Yeah, we wanted to get your 20 cents on it. And yeah, if
Preferably
we
somebody you could, like, summon and we could trap.
You... He thinks. So let me understand. You desire the essence of a powerful elemental to awaken the latent dragon spirit within you.
yeah, as much as I'd like to hop in the puddle and cuddle with the puppy, it would be easier to go about it this way, I'm told.
And you three feel like you have the capacity and capability to handle a powerful creature of destruction from the elemental plane of fire.
We did fight a big earth elemental that was made of drugs. Did we tell that part of the story?
Well, what?
Yeah.
You ever thought of cocaine elemental?
I guess I have not.
I
What's
think it was more like
cocaine?
a methamental, really.
A methamental? It was an earth.
Mental mean.
It was an earth-based psychedelic,
Like,
naturally occurring.
it was making all the kids.
We thought shrooms.
It was making all the kids at the college fucking weird, man. It was a thing. And, I mean, we'd take any advice you have to give before, we want to be successful at this as much as you would like whoever this is out of your life. So, any advice we would take.
Such a unexpected gift to be dumped into my lap at this very abrupt time. Let me think as I was, currently taking my papa for a walk and not thinking about wanton murder.
You don't just have, like, a hit list conveniently in your back pocket at all times. Costco
I mean,
does.
we all
Fucking shake 'em.
We all do, theoretically. We just don't talk about it. Like, we don't just expect someone to be coming down inside of the cave being like, oh, by the way, you know that hit list we all keep in the back of our heads? Yes, would you like to fulfill one of them?
Yeah, and sometimes you don't want to write it down, right?
So this is a blessing that I am most certainly going to take a moment to consider. He counts 1, 2. Last time we met, I do recall that there were 4 of you.
Yeah, there's 4 of us now, just a different one.
Tugum's a giant crystal, though, now.
Yeah, we didn't do that
Yeah, I
this week.
fucking poisoned him.
Oh, nothing had to do with being burnt alive to a crisp by fire elementals or anything, no?
No.
Okay, well, good. Then we can most certainly continue with business, because one failure in that regard would give me much less confidence in moving forward with this plan, you see. Because a failed murder is most certainly worse than, the actual
We
murder.
had a failed murder. We let that one guy live once, but I murdered the shit out of him later.
There are a significant amount of destruction-loving elementals on the plane of fire that I would certainly love to get out of the way, but now you're making me choose one in particular. It's like making me choose my favorite child. And one
Do you have
part.
children, Cygnus?
I do not have children. I am much too busy with... he looks at the burning remains of his book and his magmander. This.
Hey, the no-kid life is respectable, man. I get it.
I live a
I
very
can respect puppy life.
dangerous life. He looks at the magmander who just is splishing along happily. It's like somebody at, the Fortune 500 office, taking his dog to the dog park, and he just says, "I'm a very dangerous man." And you're like, "No, Frank, you work in accounting."
Like, Cygnus is definitely wearing, like, a tweed jacket, and he has, like, spectacles on right now.
Yes, we caught him in the
yeah.
granny hours where even the baddest of men need their glasses to read their books while they're getting ready to go to bed.
So, the thing... So, what the caveat is that I am the one that needs to bring this said elemental from across the plains, yes?
I believe that's
preferable.
the one thing we can't accomplish via Azrael.
I can trap and imprison them, and then Grabella can stick a silly straw in them and slurp their essence.
Yeah.
He looks Grabella up and down, and you are certain you are capable of this. He looks at you. Some of you still appears to be mildly flammable, no disrespect.
No, definitely need to put Cosmo in the pack somewhere. He's got this big stick that he chucks things with now. But, yeah, this, little brazier, just go put the thingy in the stuff and it worked.
You would need to subdue said elemental before extracting its essence. No doubt if we were to bring it across the plains and then you entrap it, it will be less than thrilled to be here. Are you prepared for that potentiality? As the Tia forgets the next word she's gonna say. Oh.
Yeah, we're kind of used to it. Is there any advice you got?
My first advice would be while it is easy for me and my puppers to traverse the plains, it is a bit harder to bring something across that may not necessarily want to come with. He ponders. I may have something in mind, yes. He looks at you all, and you're very certain this will not be some sort of failed murder attempt, so we say we summon this elemental, and he murders all of you, and then he returns to the plane of fire, and then sickness is... We're not letting that happen, are we?
No, I mean, we can always pretend like we don't know you, and you are set up too. But no, the plan is definitely to murder the crap out of them. It's fine.
'Cause they suck.
He is looking at the lava. There is a rival trader that would make me a very rich salamander if he were to disappear. Someone who also likes bargaining with the Vicarans as much as they like bargaining with some of the more deeper dwelling people of Arctis. He thinks, and I do mean deep. He just gives you all, like, the eyeball.
I don't know what that means.
We're talking deeper than the elemental plane of fire, though one that is still licked by scorching hot flames. This dealer is rumored to be trading and bargaining with demons and helping facilitate their travel across the plains. Now, mind
And he's
you,
working with Vicaris?
he holds up a hand. He works with anyone who would make him a profit.
You had it.
He sounds like an asshole.
He's more of a
We don't like demons, right?
smuggler. But it is significantly less tedious to bring something from across the plane of fire, from the hells to the plane of fire, as they are significantly closer than the material plane and the hells. Thus, they use the plane of fire as some sort of stepping stone in their transactions. This would not only put a stop to any sort of demonic dealings this individual would be dealing with, but open up a potential opportunity for a coup and have some rival traders join my ranks instead. A mutually beneficial agreement. A trickle-down magmanomics.
Of course.
I like treacle.
So consider yourselves killing 2 phoenixes with 1 stone.
That sounds a lot better than going after somebody we like.
Though,
And it sounds like it could make you a little bit of a hero, depending on who you talk to.
hero schmiro, I feel good when I've got a significant amount of currency at my disposal. And then I can spoil Puppos here. He tosses the Magmander a treat from a satchel at his waist.
Such a cute puppy.
However, I will have to warn you, I do not know the status of his essence, considering that he has been dealing with things from the hells. This could potentially put you at risk, Grabella, if this taint, his essence, is transferred to you. Hey, calm down.
Sorry, I get excited.
You there, peanut gallery. Shut it. Man?
Well, if there was anything like that, Azrael, would you be able to cleanse it? With your church stuff?
Can you cleanse this taint?
Can you cleanse this taint? Scrub it down?
Well, I mean, I guess I could.
Yeah, just considering all options.
Well then, I think he would fit all of the prerequisites. There's just one small thing that I would need in order to facilitate his shunt to the material plane. I would need a ley line, a conduit of power, as it is far more taxing to bring something over than it is to merely wriggle myself through, especially considering he will be quite unwilling to do so.
Well, have I got a gazzo for you?
I mean, I know where some ley lines are, but the ones that I know aren't necessarily in the greatest spot.
Well,
Grabella's there.
I would choose the best one. You would want to encapsulate a powerful fire elemental at, because that's what you're going to need to prevent him from running amok upon your plane.
Yeah, we might have to pull some stuff out of the little throne statue room. Put my hoard in the closet.
Conveniently, there are no kobolds around to get burned to a crisp.
Yeah,
Hey, Bronx is still there.
we'd have to put the... Well, I don't think an elemental's gonna fit into his hole.
God damn it.
And we could stick the pigs to somewhere.
Don't underestimate my buddy Bronx.
And his ability to get things into his hole. What if we become...
Well, little bit of pre-work. I should be able to get a connection from wherever you choose to the plane of fire, and then with a well-timed nudge on my part, shunt him over to the material plane. But of course, I would need this conduit, and most certainly you are going to need the same conduit in order to keep his fiery essence at bay. You have a very safe spot, yes?
Yeah, we'll have to move some stuff, but my cave is really the only place that makes sense. One of them's in Lavare, which is bad. And the other is in the college, so that's also bad. If we're gonna burn anywhere to a crisp trying to get me into my full dragon, it should be my cave. We'll just have to put the silks in the other room.
He nods. Very well, if you're willing to go down this path for me, if you've got some... tell me, he looks at Coslow. Have you mastered the traversing of your ley lines?
I've got a stick!
He holds out his hand. Show me.
Kozlov holds out the whacking stick.
He delicately takes it and looks it over as it appears to have been cobbled together with gum and twine. Yes, I can definitely see that this has the faintest of magical resonances to it. No true value, more of a marker. A focusing rod. He looks up at Coslow. You do have a couple tricks up your sleeve. Tell me, Coslow, would you mind if I... well, got your address from you? He wiggles the stick around.
Kozlov seems very confused because he doesn't know what his address is.
Do you mean my cave, or you mean...
If you will allow, I can send a little spark along this ley line and, well, find out what it's connected to. Therefore, I can know where to send our little friend whenever you're ready.
Oh, all right.
But I will know the location of your cave.
I mean, it seems like you need to know that anyway.
Yeah.
I was merely making you aware, just in case I show up sometime with a favor.
You seem fine.
Randomly,
We'll get you a book.
as you are walking your dog, asking to kindly murder someone for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
We wouldn't mind
Drop
having
by any time.
you come visit. It would be nice. Maybe the main reason we haven't come back to see you is because you are all the way down here.
He holds his hand over the divining rod, and you see just a small flicker of flame, like a lighting of like a small lighter. And he goes, the tip of the focusing rod begins to glow with an orange light. And soon the spark dances away from the tip of the rod along an invisible line and immediately disappears into the wall. Looks like it was going in the direction of your cave. Cygnus nods approvingly and hands you back the divining rod. There we are. You're getting much better at this, Coslow. At any rate, you'll be, well, traversing the plains in no time. Have you considered a career in cross-planar smuggling?
Oh.
He smiles slightly. I dare
has
say
now.
the danger might not outweigh the cost, might outweigh the cost. I don't know. It's very lucrative,
Yeah, I mean, it's
but
kind of
very dangerous.
we got them docks, so there's a lot of things we can make happen.
Well, I have a lot of interesting things from the plane of fire that may or may not be legal in many areas.
I mean, smuggling shit is kind of what I do, so yeah, you got something that needs to go somewhere, you just let me know.
Well, let's get rid of this little thing first, and then we'll discuss. Cygnus looks at all of you. You just, when you're ready, he nods at the rod that he hands back to Coslow. Light the tip of your divining rod in the same way you saw me light it. A simple flame, that's all. And it will notify me across the ley lines, and you will be ready for our transaction. The beacons are lit, Gondor calls for aid. And now light the rod and send the flame across the plains. He looks at his watch. I will need at least a few days to prepare.
Alright, we got some other shit we need to take care of first.
Cherry, you're muted.
Yeah, God. Sorry, there was a loud siren going by.
Oh my gosh.
We're under arrest! It's the cops! Fucking run for it!
Yeah, I gotta move stuff out of the room anyway. Might have to, take some of those valuable plants out of there, too. Oh well.
We
I
also have
wasn't
lunch
making
for the
much
king.
money off of them anyway.
Well, how do you know Candle didn't just take it all with him?
It was there when we left.
But isn't he the one managing your transactions for sales of the plants?
I don't know.
After...
We're really good at business.
Yeah, right. After 3 days have passed and you light the end of your divining rod, should be only a short time before you have an invited guest at your doorstep. So be prepared.
Okay.
If
They'll show up
nothing
at
happens,
the
however,
line?
however, if nothing happens, then I have died.
Don't do that, please.
I will try not to. He looks at the Magmander. All right, Poppers, are you ready to go? We apparently have a murder to plot.
Wait, Cygnus.
Yes.
You said he'd show up on the doorstep, but he'll show up on the ley line, right?
Yes, wherever you make your little circle workle.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yep, we just gotta move all of my stuff from that room into where the other things are.
Yes, just make sure you put that thing, he points at the focusing rod, where you want him to be summoned.
That sounds good.
That's very important.
Okay, secondary question.
Of course, Coslow, go on.
If you do die, can we use your essence to turn Gravella into a
Absolutely
dragon?
not!
Yeah, can
Alright,
we take your
just thought I'd ask.
Can we take your puppy somewhere?
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, no, Papa's belongs on the plane of fire. We're just going for a walkies.
Oh, okay. No, I was wondering like if something happened.
Oh, to me, if I had died. Oh, and you
Yeah.
inconveniently, after mourning me, want to use me as a battery.
Well, I didn't ask that. Azrael did. I was talking about your puppy.
Azrael did not. That was not.
Why would you say something like that? God.
My ADHD is really bad today.
I can't believe you, Azrael.
She's just
I'm
jump in
sorry,
the lava,
Kaamos.
Azrael.
But no, I was just... If something were to happen, is there something we could do? We're not
Oh,
open for that.
absolutely not, unless you can traverse the plane of fire and, well, not have your flesh burned off. I dare say it will be the last time that you and I will have spoken. And I hope you will mourn me and not go looking for my disembodied essence.
Yeah.
My line of work is quite dangerous, so there's always a chance, of course, that things could go sour. But I think more of the point of failure may be on your end. Summoning
Yeah.
unhappy things from other planes is not something to take lightly. But you all seem very intent on doing this, so
And
favors
we
favors.
know where he's gonna show up so we can set traps.
He looks at all of you. Yes, non-inflammable traps, hopefully.
Yeah.
What do you mean non-inflammable?
What? Non-inflam... Do the traps burning bad?
I
But-
think we're using magic.
I'm...
Why is burning bad?
Because if there's a trap and it catches on fire, it's useless.
Yes, she's got the right.
Oh, the traps need to come not catch fire. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah, we'll sort it. But thank you. Hopefully this is mutually beneficial, and well, we appreciate you letting us come to you instead of bothering somebody that's trying to fix one of your other problems.
A little bit of tit for tat.
Yeah.
For now, you do me a favor.
Quite
and
literally in Paya's case.
then... Yes, titty tat.
There you go. Booba. Oh, we gotta make sure Booba doesn't catch on fire.
What's booba?
They have a pig named Booba.
Oh dear, yes. All fleshy, flammable pork products should be far away from this ley line as possible.
Yep. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe Narcissa will babysit.
She looks at Azrael knowing that's a joke.
Was
She's
that?
probably vegan, right?
Oh god. You just hear just the hissing in the skull.
Oh, Cygnus, one thing. Will
Yes.
your adversary will they be vulnerable to anything in particular, like being doused with water or being blown up with a frost trap or something to that effect? Asking for friends who will be setting traps.
He thinks, unless you're planning on summoning him quite literally at the depths of the ocean, I doubt you would have a water supply strong enough to quench his fury.
So,
No,
like explosive cold traps, then?
if that is something you can muster, that should do the trick. He, much like much of the denizens of the plane of fire, they don't like the cold.
Okay.
Well, it depends on how much Gabella wants to spend.
Yeah.
What's the budget? What's the budget for turning you into a dragon, Gabella?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I got a lot of money and there's stuff in my hoard.
If we have 3 days to prepare, Azrael can put so many glyphs of warding attuned to frost in that shit.
Oh my
No.
god! You're just gonna summon it and immediately just begins exploding and all these stacked glyphs.
Perfect.
Yes. I have not gotten glyph of warding to work yet in BG3, so I'm excited.
Fair. It's fair.
Was there anything else you required?
You got anything for sale at the moment?
No, I dare say you've caught me a little bit off guard. But the information you have provided me has been exceptionally valuable.
Yeah. You want you to be able to make some money and then trade with and smuggle with us a little bit. So, it's all mutually beneficial.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. She kind of leans forward. Those Earth Ganassi, the Earth Elementals, he kind of leans forward. How do we feel about them?
I got some Ganassi that I like. The lady that was at the meeting was really grumpy. They don't deserve to get sick from some weird ick for no reason, but...
Gabella kind of waves her hand like, I don't know.
He nods.
I think they'll come around, Ben.
Make me an insight check.
Oh god. Gabella, were you insightful today? With your -1 into insight? Yeah, that's it now.
He nods. You're not quite sure what he's getting at, but he is a trader. May look for the area where he could potentially get the most profit.
Ideally, if Pay gets to smoothing things out, then get to trade with them too, but I'm not gonna pretend to know how that is gonna go. I tried to help. I'm not good at politics.
He thinks. I need Azrael and Kozlo to make me an insight check.
No.
Kozlo, wow.
Wow.
Kozlo actually vaguely seeing something for one.
Kozlo. You're a businessman, and clearly Cygnus has some connections to the plane of fire, and he dabbles in smuggling things across the planes. Most likely magical artifacts or things that would normally have to go through more secure channels. But you're not quite sure where he's getting these things from. And, you have a sense that he does have an ulterior motive in all of this, aside from just the killing of his biggest rival.
Hey, I got a question.
Yes, Kozlo.
Before we go,
What is it?
so some of these traps I want to set up need like a true name or whatever it's called. What's the name of the guy we're gonna be killing?
He nods and oh shit! You burned his book. There is power in names. He pulls out a piece of paper from his pouch, and with a burning fingernail, he inscribes something on the scroll and hands it to you. It kind of makes like a wibbly sound when you take it. It's like thin metal, like a sheet of metal. It goes
Like that?
Yeah, like the.
Which is why it didn't instantly burst into flame.
His name is Mbir.
I like beer.
Points. He nods. This is the name and sigil. Use both of them in your incantation. You want to make sure you get the, well, correct one.
Kozlo nods and pockets the thing.
You receive the name of a fire elemental. Cygnus begins to move back towards the pool of lava and claps his hands to get the Magmander's attention, who scampers up onto the shore and shakes himself off, throwing little bits of lava everywhere. Come now. It's time to go. Well, it has been very interesting today, my friends, and I'm so glad we could do some business. But I must be off. I have a trap to set, and you have 3 days to prepare.
Excellent. Thank you, Cygnus.
No, thank you. He smiles.
I like that the gang rolled up to some dude they met exactly one time and haven't seen in like literal months. And we're just like, so hey, is there anybody that you want to like murder?
And he's like,
it worked.
yeah, I know a guy. You know,
As a
here's a
matter
little
of
bit of
fact.
reason to murder him. Might be doing some demon work. Yeah,
And
justified.
importantly, now I know the name, so I can ask around about who this guy is, so that we
yes.
can figure out what Cygnus is up to.
It's Imbeer. There we go.
Mabir, like
Mabir.
Milady, but
Yeah, it tips Fedora.
tips Fedora at bottle. Mabir.
Mabir.
Oh my god.
That was a different accent, I think.
With that is where we will end today's session.
Wait.
Kazo.
So Azrael's gonna set all of these like glyphs of warding to trap and like hold Mabir.
No, okay, so there's 3 things that Azrael is going to do.
Are you gonna hold Mabir?
Potentially 4. Okay, one of them would be a cup holder for your beer. Yep. Yeah, cozy. Yeah, okay. Azrael will cast one magic cozy.
Azrael, hold my beer. I'm
Oh,
going in.
Mabir.
Oh my god. You nurse.
Ah, yes, summoning stuff from the plane of fire. And now
So it's
you've
no longer magic circle, it's magic koozie.
Magic koozie.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. So you will set a trap for a powerful resident from the plane of fire who is more powerful than Peya. And with this traitor that you have literally met once and potentially making some extremely powerful enemies, but at least you'll be a dragon. It's
Preparing
fine.
for the powerful enemies. It'll work out.
Consequences are for later.
Exactly. That's what we said when we ate the undead dragon heart the first time. And now there are some tough choices to be made. One is be a dragon and also keep your girlfriend.
Yes. Who I haven't had a proper conversation with in a long time. Fine.
All right, everybody. That will be it for today. Azrael, you can talk to me about plotting your magic circle shenanigans.
Azrael needs a budget from Grabella. That's what Azrael needs a budget from Grabella because it's 200. It's 200 per glyph of warding and 1,000 if you want me to planar bind it.
I got 9.2k. So whatever
my
will
God.
get us not to spend all of that. But there is money in the hoard. I put like the gold bars in there. I don't remember how much that's worth.
You give Azrael budget. Actually, no. You go and buy the gems. You come
Yes.
back and Azrael will cast the necessary spells.
He did also say that he needs at least a few days to put this together. And if we consider a long rest a day, I figure we'll actually fight this guy in like 8 more sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we're definitely going to lunch before we fight this guy.
Yeah, so next week, I am assuming will be lunch.
Yep.
And then most likely, depending on how fast that goes, and then after that would be you summon the elemental to kill him, eat him, and gain his power.
Yeah.
So just so everybody's clear, Azrael could cast 8 glyphs of warding per day at 200 gold a pop. Grabella, this is for your accounting later. But the last day, Azrael can only cast 6 because they will need to cast Magic Circle with one of the spell slots and Planar Binding, and that's 1,000 gold for the Planar Binding.
So it's 1,000, and then what? 200 times 6?
It's 200 times 8 for 2 of the days, 200 times 6 for the 3rd day, and that's a lot of glyphs of warding.
How much damage is this gonna do?
Well, if we want to, hypothesize, if we want to theory craft, a glyph of warding cast at level 3 is 5d8 cold damage per glyph.
I'm gonna spend most of my money, but it could be worth it.
And how many are you making?
And it goes up by 1d8 for each spell level from that, and so it would be 6d8 for Azrael's 4th levels and 7d8 for the 2 5th levels. And Azrael can cast 8 of those per day. Minus 1 5th level and 1 3rd level on day 3 on the magic day.
Plus 2.
It's many d8s.
Seems fine.
Plus 200 times 6. 3,800? Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it.
So Azrael's gonna be busy.
3,800 gold. We will make this happen. So I got, what did I say?
Somebody's
9.2?
going to clean out the local jewelry shop.
Yeah.
I'm just shopping to make myself feel better. It's fine. Don't worry about where all this is going.
This guy's gonna take a quick Disney vacation to the material plane and immediately fucking explode.
Yeah, like if we're just gonna cast that many glyphs of warding, we probably don't need to cast Planar Binding. I don't know, guys. It's kind of an either or type of situation there.
I'd rather have it and not need it.
That's fair. I mean, he'll be trapped in a magic circle, and Azrael can hit him with the Planar Binding, or we could just have 1,000 gold gem for later.
It's true, because we seem to need them often.
So we know how much it costs to absolutely obliterate a Fire Lord, is what I'm gathering, and it's 3,800 gold.
Yep.
In 3 days. That's the budget.
You know what? Everybody needs a money sink, but Grabella's hoard shrinks. So her influence is going to go down, but her power will grow if she consumes this essence of Embir.
Money was not working, so it's time for power.
Yeah. Spend money, acquire power. Just kill Paya. It's fine.
No, we like her boobs. You gave her too beautiful a boob.
Damn it. I must do this for all my NPCs, so you never kill a single one ever again.
Then we
Like I
just
said,
quickly
if I
learn
learned
that
anything- okay.
that all the evil ones that we need to kill are the ones with booba.
No! Literally foiled it every turn.
I'm metagaming.
All right, friendos. Next week, lunch. Week after, we kill an elemental.
Everything is fine.
You gotta eat up before murder.
When do we get our Kenku back?
After the elemental killing, I believe.
Oh, this will be wonderful. That's exactly what he needs to come back to.
Oh, let me look. Our Kenku.
I couldn't remember if it was after lunch
We
or...
might get him on elemental killing day. I'll ask him.
Is that a holiday? Is that an official holiday?
The return of Sea Swamp.
Happy Elemental Killing Day!
He does have a lot of ice and wind spells. I'm just saying, if we had him, it'd be great. If we don't, he's just gonna come back to a hot mess, and it'll be entertaining either way.
Sorry, this is also another thing that is worth noting. Kozlo, you should also be able to cast Glyph of Warding. Da-da-da-da!
Oh no.
Oh, I would have to. I would theoretically be able to cast Glyph of Warding, but I can only change out spells when I level up.
Oh, that's right. You don't get access to the full spell list. You have
Artificer
to pick
stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Artificer. hang-ups that I'm slowly learning.
Hashtag just cleric things.
Yup.
Like,
Literally,
oh, I just
hashtag
took a
just
bunch of
things.
stuff. Wait, none of this is useful. Fuck, I have to wait to change it.
Yeah, it sucks. But Cosmo has that contact other plane.
It is true.
So we could give him a call before we murder his ass.
You could and be like, hey, fucker. We're about to
Just
summon
prank
you.
call him.
Yeah. Hey, you're about to in 3 days. You're gonna die if you don't call 5 friends and pass this message on. And then when he's shunted across the plains, be like, oh my god, I should have forwarded that fucking message.
That's right.
I hate chain letters.
We should actually what we should do is we should prank call him, and Kazuo should impersonate like a Nigerian prince or something, and see if we can get him to empty his
Oh,
bank
no.
account before we kill him.
He should just be a Maginox prince. He's just like, hi, I'm Eris Lunesti, and I'm your future king of Maginox. Have you considered donating to my cause?
Yeah, redoing everything and making trade better. It will be wonderful.
We
First
found,
political crime.
We found an inheritance left in your name. Please send us your bank account information, your social security number, and your date of birth, and a copy of your birth certificate so we can get it freed from the Maginox Bank.
We'll totally
Thank
work
you.
on an elemental working with demons, I'm sure.
All right, friendos. Next week, lunch with the prince. Dress up. Look nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear my pretty mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking shank it. Wait.
Fucking shake.
Oh, we're skipping the shaking.
Blood sacrifice.
Shaking is next week.
No, that's the following week, Rebella.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh.
Or, hey, kill Eris. Take the city
God.
for yourself.
It is technically still an option, but then we're gonna have to fight Azrael's other character.
Yeah.
Finally, the battle royale. Fucking shake him.
I'm gonna run because I have to pee. Kisses.
All right,
Ciao.
everybody. Good night. Have a good night. I'll see you next week.
See you.
Bye. All right. That is it for Kaamos today. Whoa. Thanks for watching. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Catch our VODs over on YouTube at Arctis DD. The D's do not stand for pay as boobs. Stand for Dungeons and Dragons. Catch our shorts and our funny moments over on Play Arctis on TikTok and on Twitter. And I'm your DM Zarina. Hey. Thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody in chat. Said hi, hey baby, etc. What's up, Zen? What's going on? Segboobs. The accountants are dangerous. It's true. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.